Are you curious about unleashing the true potential of your MilkV Duo SoC? Let us begin. In a previous video I covered getting started with the Arduino core on a MilkV Duo. If you are not familiar with preparing the SD card bootloader, I recommend you check the description for links to the Getting Started video and its companion blog. This same bootloader will be used in the examples presented here. There exist more up-to-date boot images for the Linux core, but they do not yet support Arduino, and in my next project we will be learning about the intercore mailbox used for Linux Arduino intercommunication. The following examples assume that a MilkV Duo is connected to your Linux PC via a USB-C cable. If no changes have been done to the SD card, the blue LED should be blinking. Like most Linux SoC implementations such as the Fruit Pies, the MilkV Duo has more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to manipulating the hardware I/O. The two principal methods are: first, using the /sys file system, where values are written to or read from a file to perform I/O operation. This is handy for doing quick experiments with a bash script, but this method can be slow. The second is using kernel drivers, which are found in the /dev directory. These are normally called from a C program using standard Linux file I/O conventions. There is a third mechanism using the Wiring X library, but that may be the subject of a follow-on video. First, we will tackle a bash script using the /sys subsystem. To run a simple bash script on the Linux core, you need to log into Linux. This can be done via SSH by opening a terminal window on your Linux PC and entering SSH root at 192.168.42.1. You will be asked to enter the password, which is MilkV. The first time, you will most likely need to confirm the security key by typing yes. You should now have a root MilkV Duo Linux prompt in your terminal window. Try a pwd. You should be in /root, which is root's home directory. Try an ls and you will probably see nothing because we have not yet added any files to the /root directory. Go ahead and try other Linux commands. This small Linux SoC is quite capable. If the blue LED is blinking, you should go to the /mnt/system directory and disable the default startup blink script so that we can write our own. We do this by renaming the blink.sh script using the mv command. Then we can add the blink.sh script from the files section of this video's accompanying blog into the /root directory. We will need to give it execute permission by entering chmod plus xblink.sh. The /root directory is not in the default search path, so we need to enter ./blink.sh to run the script. Try changing the numbers after the sleep commands to vary the blink sequence. They are in seconds or decimal fractions thereof. If you would like to pretend to be, or already are, a Linux pro, I have a couple of shortcuts I use to make life smoother. First, it is very convenient to tell your DNS resolver what the MilkV IP address is. Do this by editing the /etc/hosts file on your Linux PC. You will need to use sudo privilege to be able to modify this file. Just add a new line containing 192.168.42.1 space MilkV to the hosts file. This will also allow you to upload files from your Linux PC using SCP. See the blog for details. Second, install PuTTY and configure it for an SSH connection to MilkV. PuTTY provides a more elegant interface than using terminal. If you plan to do further, more serious development, there is another step that many SoCs do at first boot, but the MilkV does not. That is to add an additional partition or expand the existing one using fdisk, so as to fully utilize the entire SD card capacity. You could then create another user if you wanted, to better organize your files on the MilkV. If you need a little help with these shortcuts, drop me a comment, or even better, contact me via the blog. Explore endless possibilities, from building IoT projects to running your custom applications. Spoiler alert, it is my ambition, not yet realized, to write a C program to drive NeoPixel RGB LED strips from the MilkV Linux. Stay tuned. With the MilkV Duo SoC and Linux, the sky's the limit. Give it a try today, and supercharge your tech game with these timely tips from canhobby.ca.